Hey guys, welcome to the start of a brand new week here in WrestlingGM. Hope you're having a great day. We kick off with the Lazarus crew, the Lazarus Kingdom as they are called. And they cut an in-ring promo. Cage Lazarus, of course, the DWP champion. I think we've recorded a video since I changed up a few of the title images, but it's no longer DWP World, it is just DWP, like WWE, like AEW, all that stuff. This is now being recognised as the top title in the company. So there you go. They cut an in-ring promo. See Lazarus brothers involved in a feud with a few tag teams, and they actually went and beat the Darlings, and they are the brand new DWP Tag Team Champions. So, probably didn't see that coming. If anyone was going to win the titles first, it'd probably be the Usos. Don't worry, the Usos are involved tonight, because backstage promo from Shelley and Sabin, and who attacked them? Of course, it was the Usos. So, there you go. Awesome stuff. Bayley then defeated Sasha Banks. She has advanced, and she will be in the Women's Elimination Chamber match on Sunday. So, can finally start saying that, because obviously we've got this today, we've got week 4 on Friday, and then the pay-per-view Sunday. Getting to grips with this now, I think. It's only taken me 20 odd episodes, but there you go. The Dudleys, the Hardys, Nick and Matt Jackson, and the what are we calling them? The Atlas division involved in a 4-corner tag team match, and the number 1 contenders will face the Dandridges at the pay-per-view for the World Tag Team Championships. Of course, that is Marcus Steele and Darius King. They will face Nick and Matt, and Nate. Oh, crikey. I can't actually remember now. Stone Cassady, obviously, what happened the other week with that, last episode. MJF and the Young Bucks turned up on Rampage and attacked Stone's son, Spike. So, obviously, Stone Cassady, really not happy about that. And he vows to extract revenge from Cody, the Bucks, and MJF. So, there you go. So, I decided to implement ChatGPT myself. Sorry, just shushing the dog, because, yeah, I'm here home alone with him and the other dog, and, yeah, they just don't leave me alone. So I've done a play-by-play for this match. It is Bianca Belair versus Raquel Gonzalez, and Raquel Gonzalez has won. So, we've had interference as well from Rhea Ripley, and yeah, I just decided to do this. It's got minutes, so I'm not going to run through it. I'm not going to run through that, so there you go. But there is a little bit more coming in this one as well, so there you go. Bryan Danielson, of course, is going to be facing Will Ospreay for the TV title. He knocks off Zack Sabre Jr. there in a really good match, and Ospreay cuts a backstage promo saying he watched the match and he thought it was awesome and looks forward to facing Danielson. Chris Jericho then stares down Seth Rollins. They will be having a championship match at the pay-per-view. Sheamus then continues his run of facing next-gen talent by defeating Matt Morgan in 7 minutes. So, a few segments coming up. In-ring promo from the already 3 qualified for the men's elimination chamber, John Cena, Gunther, and MJF. Who turns up? Stone Cassidy, because he ambushed MJF, and yeah, he extracted a bit of revenge on him. Obviously, he wants revenge on the Bucks as well, but I completely forgot to make him interfere in that match as well. Backstage promo from CM Punk addressing, obviously he's not no longer the DWP champion. He wasn't involved in the Elimination Chamber matches, so what is going to happen with him? There's also an announcement for tomorrow night. Julia, she will be joining the qualifying match with Tiffany and Paige. So, yeah, so that's now a triple threat. Obviously, we know the other triple threat match is AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre versus Hangman Page. And the other men's qualifying match is Kevin Owens versus Edge. So you've got that to look forward to. And in the main event, we had another qualifying match for the men's chamber match. And yeah, Kenny Omega versus Dean Ambrose. And Kenny Omega hits the one-wing angel and he beats Ambrose. With this victory, Omega is in the Elimination Chamber matches Sunday. He joins Gunther, MJF, and John Cena with the final 2 qualifiers happening tomorrow night on Culture Shock. That gets us 100, obviously, as it does. And we get third. I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. But there you go. No reward, I don't think. But there we go. It's all good. It's kind of normal now. So we've got Culture Shock to come. Right, we kick off Culture Shock with a women's triple threat match. The winner, Paige, advances to the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So really good win for her. After that, AJ confronts Asuka. Asuka will be defending her Women's World Championship against AJ at the pay-per-view. Obafemi then knocks off Kyle O'Reilly in very quick succession in 8 minutes. Then get a backstage moment from Cody Rhodes addressing what's been happening recently with the Bucks, MJF and Stone Cassidy. He's left himself open. Stone Cassidy attacks Cody Rhodes. Stone Cassidy obviously no longer going to be in the CodyVerse. That is for sure. And I think this will spiral into a match at Doomsday for Cody's Undisputed Championship. Then the Dandridges defeat the Creeds, 96 for that. Really pleased with that. Not bad at all. Brutus there, not great, just getting a 70, but obviously it does what it does. It does what it says on the tin. Got a few fans in for the Creeds, and the Dandridges stay very strong. There you go. We then had a number one contenders match for the Women's United States Championship. Naomi fed off Bliss, Torres and Baker. She will face Liv Morgan next week on either Breakdown or Culture Shock. So there we go. And then there you go. That's just confirmation of that. Will Ospreay then defeated Monty Magnum. Danielson had an opponent for Ospreay had an opponent for Danielson just now, and then Danielson sent an opponent for Ospreay. So there you go. A challenge angle: Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Ripley obviously costing Belair the match on Breakdown. Bianca Belair has gave her an ultimatum. You know, if you don't want me to challenge for the title anymore, that's fine. Just give me one more opportunity. If I lose, I can no longer challenge you for the the DWP Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley agreed. So, the pay-per-view, Belair, one last shot at Rhea Ripley. If she doesn't win, she can't challenge her for the title again. So there you go. Then get a locker room chat between Becky Lynch and Raquel Gonzalez. Gonzalez obviously a part of the Women's Chamber match. Becky Lynch saying, well, I've got an opponent to select still. So if you win the Chamber and I go on to select the other one, we could both be Women's World Champions. So how awesome could that be? Then get an announcement angle for next week. Austin Awesome is going to be teaming up with Jack Lazarus to take on the Lazarus Kingdom in a 2-on-3 handicap match. Then get the triple threat match. AJ Styles beats Hangman Adam Page and Drew McIntyre. You can see interference there from one Randy Orton, costing Drew the match, just like Drew did for Randy last week. So there you go. Then just a normal one-on-one match, Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. Both of these obviously part of the Women's Chamber match. Cargill getting a really, really good win there over Charlotte Flair. I was a little bit nervy about doing this because obviously Cargill's got a lot less fans than Flair, but thankfully still a gain. And in the main event, Kevin Owens does beat Edge, and he is the final participant in the men's chamber match. So the chamber matches are as follows. For the men, we have Gunther, John Cena, AJ Styles, MJF, Kenny Omega and Kevin Owens. For the women's side, we have Paige, Jade Cargill, Blake Monroe, Charlotte Flair, Bayley and Raquel. So obviously one's going to be happening on night 1 and one's going to be happening on night 2, Rampage, and obviously the pay-per-view was only 7 for that. A little bit disappointing. Legends to come. Okay, I didn't realise that we didn't record any audio for Legends this week. Don't know why, but there you go. Parking Lot Brawl to kick things off with Stone Cold and Mick Foley and DX. Chyna and Jazz then had a 2-on-2 match against Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Jazz betrayed Chyna. Obviously Chyna working towards becoming a babyface, and then Jazz and Lita actually teamed up to take down Chyna together. So there you go. We then had a 6-man dance elimination, whatever you want to call it, match. Rey Mysterio won that match. He will go on to face Eddie Guerrero next week for the Legends National Championship. So that'd be pretty good. Contract signing for Goldberg and Sting's match also happening next week on Legends. And you can imagine they had a bit of a brawl as well, as you do in situations like these. A locker room chat between the Magnums and the Big Show. More to come on that, I think. This is a little bit go for me. Batista just squashed R-Truth in 7 minutes. We've got Brock Lesnar doing the same to someone else a bit later. Backstage promo from Kane and The Undertaker. Of course, Well, there you go. Bret Hart defeats the Jobber inside, 3 minutes? So, there you go, as expected. Didn't really have anything else for Bret this week. The Magnums then attack Kurt Angle backstage. So, that's what that chat with Big Show was about. So, there you go. So they did that. They did a thing. And what else did they go to do? Did they do anything else? We've got an injury update on The Rock. He's still out injured, basically. And we have turned him babyface now as well because of what will happen when he comes back. Victoria then defeated Mickie James, and then we had a backstage promo from Trish Stratus. Brock Lesnar then squashed Goldust. And then in the main event, we had one more segment left. RVD wins a triple threat match against the Big Show and Kurt Angle. The stipulation for this, I genuinely cannot remember what that was for, so I do apologise, but I still think that would have been a great match regardless. Next Gen to come, and you've got me talking. Okay, here we go for Next Gen. We start with an in-ring promo from Robert Ricky Saints and Wade Barrett, addressing obviously what's gone on the last few weeks. Obviously, Robert Price and Ricky Saints part of a triple threat match with LA Knight for the Next Gen Universal Championship. Then we get a challenge angle, LA Knight and Wallace challenging the trio to a match later on tonight with a mystery partner, which I'm not going to tell you about at the moment. Andrade successfully retains his newly won North American Championship against Javon Evans. Obviously, Javon won that number one contenders match last week. We then get the Fatal 4-Way, Four Corners Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Bellas did retain in this feud. The feud's been quite cold, so I thought, why not? We'll just have a banger of a match and get it up a little bit. And thankfully, it worked out that way, so that's pretty good. Brody King then successfully defended the Next Gen All-Star Championship against Alberto Del Rio. But we have brand new Next Gen World Tag Team Champions. Dawkins and Ford defeat Big Cass and Daniel Garcia. They are the new champions. And Wade Barrett obviously really not happy about it. He verbally assaults Big Cass and Daniel Garcia. Chelsea Green defeats Tekla, renamed from Sienna Vale, in a one-on-one contest. Then Toni Storm attacks her after the match. Obviously, I think Chelsea Green is the one that's really not benefiting this feud at the moment, or whatever you want to call it. Then we have a number one contenders match for the Next Gen Women's TV Championship. Shayna Baszler will take on Ryoko Tano next week at TakeOver. Wardlow then destroys Ryan Carter. And we get a backstage attack angle. Shinsuke Nakamura attacked by Aries, Big Cass and Daniel Garcia, attacking Nakamura because they're assuming Nakamura is going to be the partner for LA Knight and Wallace. And to be fair, obviously he was an option. Then get a fatal 4-way match to crown the number one contender to face Cole Maddox for the Next Gen All-Star Championship at TakeOver. And James Storm has won that match. So it will be James Storm versus Cole Maddox for the Next Gen All Elite Championship. Confrontation angle now from Cole Maddox and James Storm. Then Graham Price successfully defending the Next Gen Breakout Championship against Solo Sikoa. Backstage attack angle, the Elton Prince and Kit Wilson attacking the Price brothers. Then a 96 for a battle royal, which Ilya Dragunov won. He will be facing Brody King for the Next Gen All-Star Championship next week as well. Ronda Rousey continues her dominance, defeating Zoe Stark. Thankfully, Zoe did not lose any fans for that. Then a 2-on-2 match, Ivar and Eric facing FTR, but I think it was Elton Prince and Kit Wilson who got involved in this as well. Obviously, Four Corners All Elite Tag Team Championship involving the Prices as well. Then we get another backstage attack, the Canadian Connection attacking Aries, Big Cass and Daniel Garcia, getting a little bit of revenge for what they did last week. Ethan Page then defeated Jack Swagger in semi-main event. Obviously, both participants were part of that angle last week with the Nice Guys segment where they're saying, oh, I'm the nicest guy. No, I'm the nicest guy kind of thing. And Ethan Page then cuts an in-ring promo after, basically saying that he's turning heel kind of thing. So it's probably going to be beneficial going forward. Then Kanote Takeshita took Shinsuke's spot And along with LA Knight and Wallace, they defeat Ricky Saints, Robert Price, and Wade Barrett. And then after the match, Moose attacks Wallace. They will have a match at TakeOver next week. So, pretty good show, I think. Really happy with that. 98 again, and it's second in the ratings. That is not bad at all. Okay, so, I mean, 725 was what we got for Legends. Yeah, this is the kind of thing he needs to work on. Well, here we go for Rampage, guys, and we start with the brand new Rampage World Champion Eddie Kingston cutting an in-ring promo. There is going to be an announcement later on tonight to determine, well, we'll basically tell you who he's going to be facing at the pay-per-view, and you really do not want to miss that. We start off our first match of the evening with a brand new hardcore champion in Samoa Joe. We absolutely destroyed Cardona and is the brand new champion, so really good to see. Jordan Grace then destroyed Aria Knight before then getting confronted by Stephanie Vaquer. Of course, along with Sage Cassady, there'll be triple threat action next week. We then have a Rampage Global Tag Team Championship match, and Penta and Rey Fenix do retain against Priest and Riker and the Good Brothers. There's also another triple threat match later on tonight for the All-Star Tag Team Championships as well. Backstage promo from Jacob Fatu before the tournament match. Bron Breakker defeating Hiroshi Takada, and he is in the finals of the Rampage World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. I have decided to rename the title. Didn't really like the design or the name. So yeah, you won't see the design until the next month in game because I can only change them once a month. So there you go. In-ring promo from Spike Cassidy, obviously addressing what happened last week with the Bucks and MJF attacking him. Then the Bucks attack Spike Cassidy again, but then Stone does make the save. This now sets up a match on Breakdown. Stone and Spike teaming up against the Bucks. It's going to be one hell of a match. Dolph Ziggler then defeated the Jobber inside 9 minutes and then gets verbally assaulted by Christian Cage. You can probably guess how that goes down. We then had a one-on-one match for the European Championship. Adam Cole against Cesaro. There was interference from Finn Balor. And Finn Balor is obviously involved in the 5-way at the pay-per-view, and we've decided to add Adam Cole to that match as well to make it a 6-way. So there you go. Then had a 2-on-2 match. 4 of the 6 participants in the Women's Fury Championship match. Gail Kim, Kalani Jordan defeating Nia Jax and Roxanne. There we then get a music performance from Dom and Joe Hendry. They'll probably have a match on week 1 of Rampage. There you go, Bobby Lashley destroying Jay Lethal and then cutting an in-ring promo. It's then announced that he is going to be part of a fatal 5-way match for the Rampage World Championship involving Bobby Roode, Kazuchika Okada and Sylvester Mack. Braun Strowman then defeated Aleister Black. Comedy skit for EC3, Cross and Zayn. I could look at writing something for that possibly, but not at the moment. Carl Fletcher then defeats Rusev before another comedy angle for Sage Cassidy, Tamina and Tessa. Before the semi-main event for the All-Star Tag Team Championships, The Miz and Morrison retaining against Gargano and Ciampa and Trick and Carmelo. And the main event, Darby Allin defeats Cade Miller, and he will face Bron Breakker in the finals for the championship. 100 for that. And we get third spot, 8.53, no reward, but there you go. But it's actually 11.06. We're very close to top spot there. But no, I thought that was really, really good. Thankfully, the Bellas feud has moved up from ice to cold. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll see how all this goes going forward. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Certainly hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like if you did. Make sure you subscribe so don't miss out on the next one. Of course, it's the pay-per-view this coming Sunday. No, it's not. We've got another one planned for Friday first, haven't we? It's just going to be the 3 shows: Breakdown, Culture Shock and Legends, and then the following one will be the pay-per-view, which is basically the 3-day pay-per-view of TakeOver, NxGen, Rampage will be night 1, and then of course the pay-per-view, which is night 2. So yeah, we like running shows like that, and I hope you're enjoying it. So yeah, thanks again, and I will see you soon.